Every morning on the island of Sodor, the air was filled with the sounds of whirring engines and cheerful whistles. Among the hardest workers were Percy the small green engine and his dedicated driver, Percival. Dressed in his smart blue uniform and cap, Percival took great pride in keeping Percy running smoothly. Every single morning at exactly 10 a.m., the duo would stand ready at the platform, waiting to pull their daily passenger train down the beautiful Sodor countryside. A chance meeting. One bright morning, a new passenger stepped onto the platform. Her name was Rcecilia, and she stood out with her vibrant orange dress and a matching bow in her hair. She was rushing to catch the 10 o'clock train when, with a sudden stumble, her hand slipped and her suitcase dropped to the ground, bursting open. Seeing her distress, Percival quickly hopped down from Percy's cab. "Don't worry, let me help you with that," Percival said kindly, kneeling down to gather her things. Rcecilia looked up, offering a grateful smile. "Oh, thank you so much. I'm in a bit of a rush." As they packed the suitcase back together, the two hit it off immediately, sharing a warm conversation before she boarded. From that day on, Rcecilia became a regular passenger on the 10 o'clock run. Over the next couple of months, Percival found himself looking forward to seeing her bright smile every morning, eventually realizing he had developed a massive crush on her. An empty platform. One morning, however, the platform felt unusually empty. 10 o'clock was fast approaching, but Rcecilia was nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, Percival's phone rang. It was Rcecilia. Over the past weeks, they had happily exchanged numbers. "Good morning, Percival," Rcecilia said, her voice sounding a bit weak and congested. "I'm so sorry, but I won't be making the train today. I've come down with a bad sickness and need to stay in bed." "Oh, please don't apologize," Percival replied gently. "Just focus on resting and getting better. We'll miss you today." After hanging up, Percival climbed into the cab with a heavy sigh. With a gentle puff of steam, Percy started down the line without Rcecilia on board. As they chuffed along the tracks, the steady rhythm of the rails gave Percival the courage to speak up. "Hey, Percy," Percival called out over the noise of the firebox. "Can I tell you a secret? I really like Rcecilia. I think I have a huge crush on her." Percy's face lit up with a mischievous grin, his eyes twinkling. "Ooh, a crush, Percival? I knew you two smiled at each other a lot. You should ask her out on a date when she's better." Percival's face turned nearly as red as Percy's buffer beam. Taken aback, he stammered, A date? Gosh, Percy. I don't know. But I suppose I'll consider it." A special trip to the beach. A week later, Rcecilia was finally all better. To celebrate her return, Percival arranged a wonderful surprise. Instead of the usual passenger run, he invited Rcecilia for an exclusive special trip down to the Sodor seaside, riding right inside Percy's cozy cab. Percy let out a joyful whistle as he coasted to a stop right alongside the sandy shoreline. The sun was shining, and the waves were gently lapping at the coast. Percival and Rcecilia stepped out of the cab and walked down onto the warm sand. Taking a deep breath, Percival turned to her, his heart racing. "Rcecilia, there's something I've been wanting to tell you," he began, looking into her eyes. "Ever since the day you dropped your suitcase and we first met, I've had feelings for you. I have a huge crush on you." Rcecilia's eyes went wide with delight, a beautiful smile spreading across her face. "Oh, Percival, I've had a crush on you since the exact same day." Overjoyed and feeling bold, Percival smiled. "In that case, would you want to be a couple? Will you be my girlfriend?" "Yes," Rcecilia yelled happily. Before Percival could even process her answer, Rcecilia stepped forward, caught him completely by surprise, and kissed him right on the lips. Percival's eyes widened, his face instantly blushing a bright, embarrassed crimson. But as the initial shock melted away, a wave of warmth took over. He leaned into the embrace, and together they shared a deeply loving first kiss right there on the beach. Happily ever after on the rails. Hand in hand, the new couple walked back over to where Percy was parked on the siding. The little green engine had been watching the whole scene unfold from the tracks. "Well?" Percy asked eagerly, chuckling as he saw their intertwined hands. "Did it go well? Are you a couple now?" Rcecilia beamed proudly up at the engine. "Yes, we are. Percival is the best boyfriend ever." Percy let out a hearty, joyful chuckle, thrilled for his driver. Percival, still smiling from ear to ear, walked Rcecilia back up into Percy's cab. Once they were both safely on board, Percival reached over, grabbed the regulator, and pulled the lever. With a cheerful toot of his whistle and a hiss of steam, Percy began to drive off. Safe inside the cab, the two new lovers looked at each other affectionately, and shared another sweet, loving kiss. Percy just chuckled happily, puffing down the line, carrying the happiest couple on the island of Sodor.